A new study shows children are far more likely to be hospitalized for RSV than for the flu or even COVID-19. According to the CDC, as many as 80,000 kids under 5 were hospitalized with RSV every year, with about 100 to 300 deaths. ABC News medical contributor and physician at Stanford Children's Hospital, Dr. Alok Patel, joins me now for more. So, Dr. Patel, we know that this study is out of Sweden. What did this new study find, and how significant is this?
The study is out of Sweden, looked at 500,000 kids over the course of about a year from fall 2021 to 2022. And what they did find, as you mentioned, is that this really high rate of RSV hospitalizations, especially in young newborns and babies compared to Omicron and influenza. And I don't think a single healthcare professional or pediatrician or parent in the United States would be surprised by this number. They did have a very high rate of hospitalization compared to what we usually see. But as you mentioned, when we have 60 to 80,000 RSV admissions to the hospital every single year, this is not surprising. This is an important study just to kind of raise awareness and tell people about the importance of prevention, especially with that vaccine.
Well, Dr. Patel, when you look at the numbers, I can imagine that some parents would be, somewhat alarmed. But how concerned do parents need to be about this?
I think the parents who really need to pay attention to this study, to this finding, that again we see kind of repeated every single cold and flu season, are those who have kids who are at higher risk, including children who are born premature, children under the age of 2 who might have lung disease or heart disease, any kids with weakened immune systems, and this is an important one, any kids who may have an underlying medical condition that makes it difficult for them to cough up and clear that mucus. Now, the reality is that the majority of kids will run into RSV at some point, but it's paying attention to those warning signs and not hesitating in seeking medical care that's going to make the big difference.
Yeah, and with that said, I want to ask you, what can people do to protect their children?
Well, the things that we've talked about all along are so extremely important. That is getting the RSV vaccine if you're eligible, meaning if you have a young child, an elderly individual, or if you're a pregnant individual. Because remember, RSV could present as a cold in one person and it could be a severe disease in another. Basic hygiene like hand washing, covering your mouth if you sneeze or cough, and cleaning surfaces is really important. But I want to highlight the fact that RSV symptoms in young babies tend to be worse around days 4 to 6 after symptoms start. So sometimes we hear from people saying, hey, my child has a cold, but it seems really fine. Just pay attention to that over the course of a few days. The two biggest reasons we hospitalize children with RSV are trouble breathing. So kids literally have difficulty breathing. They look like they're gasping for breath, or dehydration, because sometimes babies are so stuffed up, they can't eat or drink. So dehydration, trouble breathing, pay attention to those kids and do not hesitate in getting care from a doctor. That is why we're here.
So incredibly helpful. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Alok Patel, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.